Here's a quick video on how to install your Track Guide VST within Cubase for Windows. Now the first thing you're going to do, you're going to find your download. It should be called Track Guide VST.exe. This is an installer file, so you're going to double click it. You're going to click next. And then right here, you're going to select your VST folder. Now this is one of the most important parts. And in Cubase, the way that you know your VST folder is where you're going to come in Cubase and then you're going to click Devices, Plugin Manager. And then you're going to click this little settings icon right here. And then this is going to show you a list of all of your VST folders. Now the same folder that you select here in the Track Guide VST installer is going to be the same folder that you select in the plugin manager. And within the plugin manager, you can either select the folder that's already here or you can create your own. Me personally, I like to create my own. It's easy to browse to. So let's go ahead and create one. So I'm going to come back in Cubase and I'm going to click this Add Path button. And I'm just going to put it on my C drive because it's easy to get to. So I'm going to go to my C drive and I'm going to click this new folder button and I'm just going to call it VST. And bam, now your VST folder is here. And then we're going to go back to the installer and we're going to go to Browse and we're going to go to that VST folder that we just created. So to the C drive and down to VST and bam. Now we're going to click next. Now this next part is very important. It's basically just explaining to you that you're about to select a drive. And on this drive, we're going to install the big sound files, the files that allow the VST to actually produce sound. Now this is separate from the VST folder that you just selected and it doesn't have to be the same location. However, anytime that you install big sound files, the banks, they all have to go onto the same drive. So if there's a bank called Inspire Me and there's a bank called Bacon Soda Trap Bank and there's a bank called Future EDM, you have to install all of those onto the same drive. Now you're not stuck with that drive forever. If you need to, you can change it, but the Track Guide VST will always look on the latest drive that you selected to find the sound files. So let's click next and click Browse. I'm just going to put mine on my G drive. My external G drive is pretty big. I'm going to click OK, click next, and we are in business. We're going to let this install. And now we are done. We're going to go ahead and close this out. And then we're going to come back into Cubase. We're going to hit this little rescan button right here to make sure our VST pops up. And as you can see, it has shown up in the list. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. And then now we can go to Project, Add Track, Instrument, and then we're just going to select our VST, add track, Track Guide. Now you can also add a track by right clicking right here and going to add track on the latest version of Cubase. Same thing, Track Guide.